Elena pushed open the front door, already kicking off her shoes and untying her hair. Work had left her drained, and all she wanted was the comfort of her parents' chatter drifting from the living room. But the house was silent. "Mom? Dad?" she called. Nothing. Their cars were in the driveway, the lights off, the house too still. Maybe they'd gone for a walk. Maybe they were visiting the neighbors. The quiet pressed on her like a weight. Shrugging off unease, she trudged to her bedroom, dropped onto the bed, and drifted into a heavy nap. When she woke, the world had changed. Darkness pooled in every corner of the room. The glow from her alarm clock said 9:47 p.m. Her parents still weren't home. Hunger gnawed at her, so she shuffled toward the kitchen. She froze at the doorway. Drawers hung open. Broken dishes littered the floor. The refrigerator stood ajar, humming faintly, its light flickering like a dying candle. Something had torn through the place. Heart racing, she snatched her phone from her pocket and dialed 911. Static. No ring. The call wouldn't connect. Then came the crash. She spun toward the living room and gasped. Her parents stood there, or what was left of them. Their eyes were gray and milky, their skin mottled like spoiled fruit. Her father's jaw slackened in a grotesque snarl. Her mother's arms reached forward, nails bent and bloody. They lurched toward her with hungry groans. "No," Elena whispered, backing away. They fell on her, teeth snapping, and she swung a lamp, a chair, anything to keep them off. Panic drove her toward her bedroom. She stumbled, sprawling across the carpet. A shadow loomed. Her father crashed down, pinning her wrists. His mouth opened wide above her throat. Elena screamed, and sat bolt upright in bed, drenched in sweat, darkness again. Her bedroom, just as before. It was only a dream. Her breathing slowed. She swallowed hard, clutching her chest. "Mom? Dad?" A sound answered her, a groan, from the living room. Her pulse stuttered. She slid from bed, feet silent against the floorboards, and crept to the door. The groaning grew louder. She peeked around the corner. Her mother lay collapsed on the carpet, clutching her bleeding throat, eyes wide with pain. Blood pooled dark and thick beneath her fingers. "Mom!" Elena cried, rushing forward, but a crash erupted in the kitchen. Glass shattering, something moving, something alive. Elena froze between her mother's desperate gasps and the growing chaos behind the door. And this time, she knew she wasn't dreaming.